before the world wakes up. This is mine. I slipped out before the alarm went off. Left the phone face down, the blanket soft. Walk the path that leads me to the shore, where the sand remembers who I was before. The sky was barely holding on tonight. One thin line of gold along the right, and I stood there in the in-between, the quietest I think I've ever been. No one needs me here, no name to fill, just the pool of tide and morning still. Something older than my anxious mind waited here for me to come and find. Before the world wakes up, this is mine, this is mine. Before the noise rushes in, I find the space between the lines. One breath, one wave, one light, one moment clear and wide. Before the world wakes up, I come alive, I come alive, I come alive. I set my mat down on the damp packed sand, let the ocean hold me where I stand. The seagulls calling somewhere out at sea, like they were always singing just for me. The cold air fills my lungs and clears the haze of everything that blurred the weekday days. And in this pale and amber tinted light, I remember what it feels like to be right. No one needs me here, no name to fill, just the pool of tide and morning still. Something older than my anxious mind waited here for me to come and find. Before the world wakes up, this is mine, this is mine. Before the noise rushes in, I find the space between the lines. One breath, one wave, one light, one moment clear and wide. Before the world wakes up, I come alive, I come alive. I didn't drive here for the sunrise, I drove here for the silence in between. I didn't come here to be better, I came here just to finally be. No apology, no schedule, no version of me tuned for someone else. Just the shore and all its patience, just the whole and unhurried self. Before the world wakes up, this is mine. One wave, one breath, one slow and golden line. Good morning, shore, I'm here. I didn't plan to stay this long, just stopped to feel the sand beneath my feet. But there was something in the rhythm of the waves that matched the beat I couldn't seem to keep. In and out against the broken shells, the ocean never rushes, never stalls. I've been holding breath for half my life, not knowing I could breathe like this at all. In with the rise, out with the fall. Maybe this is all, maybe this is all. The body knows what the mind forgets, that breathing is enough, that breathing is enough. The ocean breathes so I can breathe, the ocean breathes and shows me how to be. In and out and in again, like the tide that always comes back in the end. The ocean breathes and I believe that I was built for this, not the rush and grind. The ocean breathes, the ocean breathes, and somewhere in between I find my mind. tried to match it wave for wave, let my ribcage open slow and wide, and something tight that lived behind my chest unknotted in the pool of undertide. The seagulls didn't ask me what I'd done, the water didn't need me to explain. It just kept breathing steady as a prayer, and I kept breathing right there in its lane. In with the rise, out with the fall. Maybe this is all, maybe this is all. The body knows what the mind forgets, that breathing is enough, that breathing is enough. The ocean breeze so I can breathe. The ocean breeze and shows me how to be in and out and in again, like the tide that always comes back in the end. The ocean breeze, and I believe that I was built for this, not the rush and grind. The ocean breeze, and somewhere in between I find my mind. They say the ocean and the lungs were shaped the same by the same ancient hand, that every exhale finds the sea, that every wave finds the land. So when I feel I'm out of air, when the world has taken more than I can give, I come back to the shoreline rhythm, come back to the original way to live. In and out, the ocean knows, in and out, and so do I. In and out, we breathe together, in and out. You've got this. Press my palms together at my heart. The sun's still half below the waterline. The sky begins its slow, magnificent start, and I begin to move along the spine. Arms reach up into the warming air. A forward fold, the sand beneath my hands. I don't remember when I learned to care. For mornings I once gave to other plans. Thank you, legs, for carrying me here. Thank you, lungs, for breathing through the fear. Thank you, body, for every bend and rise, for still being willing, still being mine. Sun salutation, calling up the light. Sun salutation, turning left to right. Every downward dog and mountain pose, every part of me the morning knows. Sun salutation, I was made for this, not for rushing, not for the dismissing. Sun salutation, arms wide open now. I'm learning to be grateful, and I'm learning how. Warrior one against the ocean breeze. My back foot grounded in the damp packed sand. There's something holy in the way the trees hold still while I learn where I'm going to stand. The dog comes bounding, circling the mat. She doesn't know the sequence, but she's here, and maybe that's the whole philosophy. Just show up, be present, be sincere. Thank you, legs, for carrying me here. Thank you, lungs, for breathing through the fear. Thank you, body, for every bend and rise, for still being willing, still being mine. Sun salutation, calling up the light. Sun salutation, turning left to right. Every downward dog and mountain every part of me the morning knows. Sun salutation, I was made for this. Not for rushing, not for the dismissing. Sun salutation, arms wide open now. I'm learning to be grateful, and I'm learning how. I used to live inside my head, apologize for taking up the space. But this morning with the sun ahead, I am everything in the right place. My spine is long, my breath is deep, my heart is open to the tide and sky. I was never broken, never incomplete. I was just waiting for this kind of light. Sun salutation, arms up, palms up, face up to the goal. Sun salutation, the warmest thing I've ever been told. Let the light in you earn this. The rising cracked like something meant to heal, and all that gold came spilling into real. It hit the water first, and then the sand, and then it found the back of both my hands. I've seen the sunrise in a photograph, but photographs don't feel it on the skin. Don't feel the warmth arrive before it's fully there. Don't feel the whole world turning from within. Something in me shivers, not from cold. Something in me older than I'm told. Like a recognition, like a returning home. Like the sun and I have always known. Golden hour on my skin. This is where I begin. Every cell inside me lifting toward the light. Golden hour, breathe it in. Let it start the day again. Something in me rises with the morning light. Golden hour on my skin. Golden hour, I begin. Golden hour, I begin. The orange deepens into something fierce. The kind of beauty that goes straight and pierces right through the part of you that stayed numb. Right through the part of you that still felt small. I closed my eyes and turned my face up slow, and felt the tears before I even knew that I had needed this, that I had been a flower pointing somewhere with no sun. Something in me shivers, not from cold. Something in me older than I'm told. Like a recognition, like a returning home. Like the sun and I have always known. Golden hour on my skin. This is where I begin. Every cell inside me lifting toward the light. Golden hour, breathe it in. Let it start the day again. Something in me rises with the morning light. Golden hour on my skin. Golden hour, I begin. I did that something vast still pours its gold on me. The mornings like this don't care about the week before. They just offer what they've always had for free. Golden hour, golden skin, golden morning, let it in. You are warm, you are real, you are here. You are warm, you are real, you are here. He dragged me out of bed at 8. I told him hold on, he could not wait. His nose was pressed against the door. He's done this every week before. I tied his leash, he took the lead, straight to the beach at full speed. He knows the shore better than me. Every wave, every smell, every sea. The dog knows something I forget. The joy is closer than I get. He sniffs the world without a care, finds the magic everywhere. The dog knows how to live inside the now. The dog knows what I'm still figuring out somehow. Tail up, nose down, best stay on the sandy ground. The dog knows, and I'm learning how. Charmed the surfer on the shore. She gave him pets and he came back for more. He sat so pretty, best behavior. He thinks this beach is his own savior. A toddler squealed and hugged him tight. He stood there patient, so polite. I watched and thought, maybe he's right. Maybe love is just this light. The dog knows something I forget. The joy is closer than I get. He sniffs the world without a care, finds the magic everywhere. The dog knows how to live inside the now. The dog knows what I'm still figuring out somehow. Tail up, nose down, best stay on the sandy ground. The dog knows, and I'm learning how. From the week before, no worrying what's in store. Just this wave, this smell, this sound. Just this Saturday, just this ground. Maybe that's the secret kept. Maybe joy is just well slept. Maybe all I need to do is follow him the whole way through. The dog knows, he always knows. Good boy, best boy, let's go home. I left my shoes back at the parking lot. Walked down the path to where the pavement stops. And then it happened, sand between my toes. That old familiar feeling only barefoot knows. Not the polished marble of the office floor, not the concrete of the city that I wore. Just the cooling texture, truth of the earth, reminded me of something like my worth. This is what they mean by grounded. Feet that feel the full terrain. Not the smooth and not the managed, just the real and just the plain. Barefoot on the shore, I remember every part of me that needs to feel. Not the filter, not the edited version, just the raw and beautiful and real. following the line where the ocean decides, and I'm just fine. I pick up nothing, just the walk itself, the crunching and the softening underfoot. And somewhere in the simplest physical act, I feel more present than I thought I could. This is what they mean by grounded, feet that feel the full terrain, not the smooth and not the managed, just the real and just the plain. I'm barefoot on the shore, I remember every part of me that needs to feel, not the filter, not the edited version, just the raw and beautiful and real. Barefoot on the shore, I'm landing in my body like I haven't been in years. Barefoot on the shore, I'm standing in the only ground that finally feels clear. I spend so much time in my thinking that I forget I live below the neck, that I have feet, that they have memory, that the ground and I have never left it dead. The earth just takes the way you give it, holds you up without a word of thanks. And somewhere in the simple generosity, I find that I've been drowning in the shallows on the banks. Barefoot landing, barefoot here, barefoot on the shore. Feel that you're only here, right here. I used to think silence was the enemy. Turns out it's been the best part of me. Saturday morning and I'm not waiting for a text that isn't coming. Got the blanket, roll the mat, I'm waiting past the dunes with all their humming. I used to scroll until my eyes went dry, searching for someone to fill the time. But this morning I turned the phone off at 9 and walked into my own design. I don't need a hand to hold on this shore, I don't need a voice to fill what I know. Somewhere in the middle of the walk I stop performing being alive. I'm just fine alone, this shoreline is my own. The tide light cuts a path that I've been shown, was always mine, was always mine. I'm just fine alone, the stars don't need a phone, and neither do I out here in the zone where everything aligns. I'm just fine alone. She looks up at me, tail slow wagging, no opinions, no emotional lagging, just presence, pure and simple grace, just love that doesn't need its space. I used to think that I was missing something everyone else was getting, but maybe what I've got right here is more than I've been letting clear. I don't need a crowd to make me real, I don't need applause to help me feel. I am enough on this empty shore, I am enough there, I finally said it out loud. I'm just fine alone, the shoreline is my own. The tide light cuts the path that I've been shown, was always mine, was always mine. I'm just fine alone, the stars don't need a phone, and neither do I out here in the zone where everything aligns. I'm just fine alone. Someone asked me once if I got lonely. I said yes sometimes, but lonely isn't wrong. whole. I'm a woman on a sunrise shoreline, finally fully coming home. Just fine. Teacher says to let the body go, release the effort, release the need to know. I've been so good at doing and at trying. The lion still feels almost like a dying. Arms beside me, palms face up to sky. The sun's so low it barely clears my eyes. Throughout the week is being asked right now to just release, but the mind won't stop, it's listing. The thoughts keep insisting there is something left to fix, something left to do. This is harder than the warrior, harder than the flow. This is the pose that asks me to let go. Savasana, learn to be still. Savasana, harder than the uphill. Every muscle surrendered, every breath released. This is the practice that looks like peace. Savasana, the most important part. Savasana, the hardest on the heart. To do absolutely nothing and believe that nothing is exactly what you need. The beagle sniffs the edge of my mat, decides I'm not going anywhere, and just sat, curled beside my ankle, warm and small, like she's teaching me the most important call. There's an art to being present in the rest. The body needs the pause as much as the test, and all the poses led me right to this, the shape of someone learning to exist. But the mind won't stop, it's listing. The thoughts keep insisting there is something left to fix, something left to pre-dawn, and the shoreline breeze slower now, like finally at peace. The stars are blinking gently out, and I'm still here without a doubt. Somewhere in the Navy sky, a star holds on before goodbye, and I'm between the night and day. Not sure I wanna look away, but something in this in-between feels like a door I haven't seen. The exhale before the inhale starts, the pause before the hopeful part. Just before the blue comes in, before the shore wakes up again, there's a quiet that holds everything, like a prayer before the morning sings. Just before the blue comes through, I feel something alter new, like the world is holding space for me. Just before the blue, I'm free. She's asleep and softly sighing, ear pressed down, not even trying to make sense of where we are. Just trusting me beneath the stars. I keep one hand upon the sand, one hand tracing what I feel on the mat, on the cool dawn air, writing words I'd never dare. This is the moment I belong, not yesterday, not where I'm going, just this stretch of shore and song, where the night is slowly going. Just before the blue comes in, before the shore wakes up again, there's a quiet that holds everything, like a prayer before the morning sings. Just before the blue comes through, I feel something alter new, like the world is holding space for me. Just before the blue, I'm free. Hope doesn't always come in bright. Sometimes it sneaks in through the gray. Sometimes it's pre-dawn and quiet, and you realize you're okay. You're okay. You're okay. The sky is learning how to light, and you've been here the whole night long, somehow holding on just right. Just before the blue, the night says its last word, and I receive it like something I've deserved. The shore opens wide and the morning starts to show. Just before the blue, I finally let go. The sky is doing something in the east behind the waterline, a bruised and purple softening, like night is letting daylight pass. We've been out here long enough to watch the darkness thin, and something in me doesn't want to let the daylight back in. Because the night was honest in the way the day is not. It let me feel the full of it, the everything I'd forgot. Almost morning, almost back to the world that wants the girl on track. But I've been somewhere else tonight, somewhere truer, somewhere right. Almost morning, almost done, almost ready for the sun. But I'll hold the last of midnight close for the way it loved me most. You're fast asleep now, paws all curled, dreaming your uncomplicated dream. And I'm still here on the mat, watching the edge of night unraveling its seam. And I am not the same, I the purple deepens into pink, and I am not so lost as I was when the night began. When I breathed out and settled into shore, into the dark to find myself and find I'm not alone. I've got a beagle and a tide, and waves that held my breaking end, an almost morning sky that feels like a beginning. Almost morning, ocean hum, you'll wake up when the sunlight comes. We'll walk home in the early gold, carrying everything the tide has told. Good morning, baby, we made it. I rolled my mat out on the shore before the sun was high. The ocean breathing easy morning air, so soft and wide. I closed my eyes and let the silence settle into me, and then I heard the pause. I'm moving to my forward fold, the sand still cool and damp. My beagle watched me from the dunes like I was setting camp. I held my breath and lifted up hands, grounded hips to sky. Downward dog, the classic pose, and that's when things went sideways. She charged across the beach at me with maximum intent. Her ears were flapping in the wind, she knew exactly what it meant. I made a triangle with my body aimed at dawn, and she slid under upside down and licked me right along. Oh, hold it, try to hold the pose. She's got her nose against my cheek, and honestly nobody knows if this is yoga or comedy. But she is warm and she is here, and she is very pleased. Downward dog with a real dog underneath. Her tail is going like a metronome on beat. I'm supposed to breathe and find my center, find my ground, but she keeps licking and I keep falling down. Every time I rise she meets me nose to nose. This is not the practice anybody knows, but something sacred's happening right here between the ocean and a beagle in the morning atmosphere. I try to hold the warrior, arms wide and reaching far. She sat between my feet and stared up at me like a star. I moved to tree pose, balanced on one leg, so still, so slow. She bumped my shin affectionately and watched me let it go. I gave up on the sequence somewhere after cobra pose. She climbed right on my lower back and decided there to doze. The sun was rising golden and we both just lay there still. Her warm weight on my spine, the most healing thing I'd feel. Stay here, don't correct the form. She's snoring on my sacrum now, and somehow I feel more restored than any class or curated flow. This is the practice she designed, and I'll go with what she knows. Downward dog with a real dog underneath. Her tail is going like a metronome on beat. I'm supposed to breathe and find my center, find my ground, but she keeps licking and I keep falling down. Every time I rise she meets me nose to nose. This is not the practice anybody knows, but something sacred's happening right here between the ocean and a beagle in the morning atmosphere. The apps say hold for 5 breaths. The teachers say engage your core, but no one said what happens when your beagle is the one who shows you what the practice is really for. Not perfect alignment, not the clean care what level I've achieved. She just runs across the sand to find me every single morning. Just relief, downward dog. She's right below me. Downward dog. She'll always find me. One more lick, one more laugh, one more tumble in the sand. This is yoga, this is Sunday. This is more than I had planned. This is more. This is enough. This is us. Before the sun has fully climbed, the shore is white with morning mist. You can't quite see where water ends and where the sky begins like this. Everything is soft and gray and waiting, quiet like a held breath held. I walked down to the waterline before the fog had cleared. The world was wrapped in cotton wool and nothing sharp appeared. I couldn't see the boats, I couldn't see the bending bay, just gray on silver gray, and me inside the haze. And maybe that was fine, to not see far, to not know what was next, to stand inside the not yet knowing, not afraid, not needing to progress. The waves were low and patient, they moved in without hurrying, and I thought if water knows to keep on going in the gray, then maybe I do too, maybe I do. Let it be uncertain, let the edges blur, let the fog of all the questions that you've been asking her. You don't need the answer, not this early, not today. Just stand here while the morning slowly burns the gray away. The fog knows how to leave, it doesn't need our help. It lives without an explanation, all by itself. And what was gray and heavy turns to gold and white. The fog knows how to leave, and so do things inside. You don't have to rush the clearing, don't have to force the light. The fog knows how to leave, just stand here, it'll be alright. By 6:30 the edges came, the headlands started showing through. The lighthouse found its outline back, the water turned from white to blue. It happened slowly, slowly, then all at once the whole world was returned, and nothing that had vanished in the mist was lost, just resting, waiting to be earned. I thought of all the cloudy weeks when I couldn't see the shape of things, when every direction looked the same, and I forgot what clarity brings. But it came back, it always came back, not when I forced it, when I let it be. The fog knows how to leave, and it was teaching that to me. Let it be uncertain, let the edges blur. You are not less yourself because the view is unclear. She stirs, you don't need to see the whole horizon, just a step beneath your feet. Let the fog have what it has, and trust the underneath. The fog knows how to leave, it doesn't need our help. It lives without an explanation, all by itself. And what was gray and heavy turns to gold and white. The fog knows how to leave, and so do things inside. You don't have to rush the clearing, don't have to force the light. The fog knows how to leave, just stand here, it'll be alright. There were mornings I was certain the clarity would never find its way, that I'd be standing in that whiteness looking for a color, any ray. But it broke open every time, sometimes noon, sometimes later than I'd like. The fog has never once decided hold the world in gray. It thins and shifts and rises, and the gold comes anyway. And I am here as witness, on this shore, on this mat, every foggy Tuesday teaching me that I will find my way back. The mist is rising off the water now. Everything is golden, I don't know how. But the shore is vivid and my chest is clear. The fog knows how to leave, and I learned it here. The fog knows how to leave, and so can fear. The fog knows how to leave, and so can I, my dear. There is a line out on the water where the ocean meets the air. I've been staring at it every morning, like the answer might be there. Not searching, not demanding, just looking open, free at the place where everything is possible and nothing has to be. I came down to the shoreline before anything was said, before the emails opened and the calendar was met, before I was a function or a role or someone's plan. I was just a person standing barefoot in the sand, and the horizon was enormous, wide enough to hold all I don't know. Every unlived version of a Tuesday afternoon. Every road I haven't taken, anywhere I haven't gone. It wasn't sad, the wideness wasn't terrifying like I thought it'd be. It felt like standing at the start of something, an unmarked page, a blue and breathing sea. Zero, this is the beginning of the count. Nothing old, nothing carried, just the horizon and the amount of sky above and water under, infinite in mind. This is where the day starts fresh, on the shore at the first light. Right here where the sky begins is where I begin again. Not the me of yesterday, with the worry and her wind, just the one who woke and came here, rolled the mat and sat and breathed. Right here where the sky begins is where I'm finally released. Every morning is a zero, every dawn a brand new page. Right here where the sky begins, I turn the very first page. The beagle runs the water line ahead of me by miles. She doesn't think about the week ahead, she's all about right now. She smiles, she takes the horizon as a given, a backdrop to the joy of this exact wet sand. And I'm trying to learn that from her, just to take the wide world as it is and stand. I've spent so many mornings mid-revision, editing the draft before it's even drawn. But the horizon doesn't do that, doesn't judge the light, it just holds the space between the night and on. Zero, this is zero, soft and clean and wide. Not an empty kind of zero, but the kind that holds the tide, the kind that comes before the everything, the pause before the note. Right here at the edge of all the possible, I'm finally afloat. Right here where the sky begins is where I begin again. Not the me of yesterday, with her worry and her wind, just the one who woke and came here, rolled the mat and sat and breathed. Right here where the sky begins is where I'm finally released. Every morning where the water holds the light and lets it in every morning. Zero again, where the sky begins, where I begin. Here, here. The waves came in, but no one seemed to mind. We moved and breathed and stretched, almost kind. The shore knows all the regulars by sound. I'm not one yet, but I'm working on that ground. The tide drew lines in sand without a word. Just pulled back, smooth across and turned. I took it like receiving something holy, a sunrise, communion, ocean earned. Slow down, let the morning have its way. There's nowhere else I have to be for at least another 20 minutes. Hey, just one more minute here in the waves and the sound. Just one more minute where the whole world slows down. Water bottle going warm a little, shore sounds all around. Just one more minute here where I am finally found. A couple walks the waterline, 3 breakers over. An old man watches pelicans so still. A girl is writing something in the wet sand. I catch a glimpse, it's flowers and she smiles. My beagle settles in the sand beside me and rests her chin upon my mad content. This is the part of mornings that I bottle, the calm before the day is fully spent. Stay here, let the light just do its thing. No notifications, no agenda, just the waves and everything. Just a one more minute here in the waves and the sound. Just a one more minute where the whole world slows down. Water bottle going warm a little, shore sounds all around. Just one more minute here where I am finally found. I spend the week rushing from thing to thing, breath to go, eyes on the screen. But here on this small map beside the rolling tide, I remember what it means to simply be. Not productive, not efficient, just a person in the morning sun, breathing something wide and watching life like that's more than enough, like that's enough. One more breath, one more minute, one more look around, one more wave of morning ocean air before the day gets loud. One more minute here, one more minute here. I've been going through a season that had worn me down to thin. The mat felt like a judgment every time I didn't win. Too stiff, too slow, too tired for the poses I had known. And somewhere in the failing I just wanted to be alone. So I folded it and left it, and 2 weeks passed like water, strange and gray. I told myself I'd try something different, but different never came, and neither did okay. The mornings felt unanchored without something to begin, like skipping a meal and calling it discipline. But I was hungry in a way I couldn't name until one Sunday something pulled me back to the shore, pulled me still. I didn't know why I was going, didn't know what I'd find. Just picked the mat up in the dark and left the doubt behind. Just one more time, just one more try, just one more morning beneath the November sky. And I came back to the mat on the shore in the half-light. I came back without a reason, and it turned out that was right. I didn't hold the poses, I just sat and breathed the salt. And something in the coming back was better than the halt. That morning on the shoreline was the morning I chose me. I came back to the mat, and the mat came back to me. I didn't do a sequence, didn't push into the deep. I sat in simple stillness while the sun began to creep above the ocean orange, and the beagle found her place and curled against my hip bone with her eyes turned to my face. And nothing was resolved yet, and nothing had been fixed or made pristine, but I had shown up for myself that morning in a way I hadn't managed in between. And I went back the next day, and the one after, and the one after too. Not because I'd solved it, but because the mat had space for me to move through. And the ocean didn't ask me what I'd missed or what I'd failed to do. It just kept on rising, silver beautiful, and breathed with me the whole way through. Not a comeback, not a triumph, not the version with the glow. Just a woman and her mat in the water, and the permission to go slow. Just one more time, that turned to two, that turned to a Tuesday habit, that turned to you. And I came back to the mat on the shore in the half-light. I came back without a reason, and it turned out that was right. I didn't hold the poses, I just sat and breathed the salt. And something in the coming back was better than the halt. That morning on the shoreline was the morning I chose me. I came back to the mat, and the mat came back to me. If you folded yours away behind the door beneath the bed, if you've told yourself you'll try again someday, when things get better, when you're further ahead, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to say I know that road, I walked it for 2 weeks in gray October, and the mat was still there when I finally showed. It doesn't hold a grudge, it doesn't keep a score. It's just a rectangle of quiet, it will always be adored. ocean held its weight in me. My shoulders still remember every pose. The warrior, the fool, the long-held stillness, all of it still lingering in my bones. And the sun is higher now and golden. The beach is waking up around me slow. But before I go and let the day begin to find me, there is somewhere I need to go. Down to the edge where the water rushes forward, cold and clear and absolutely real. I step into my ankles and I feel it, a full system reset from toe to heel. Colder than I'm ready for, sharper than I thought. 1,000 tiny sparks of now that cannot be untied. Breathe in, breathe out, let the tide receive it all. Every tension, every holding, every rise and every fall. Ooh. Cold water at the end of everything. Cold water where I leave what I don't need. It rinses off the residue of trying and replaces it with something clean. This is the final pose, the one they never teach in class. Stand in the edge of the Pacific and let the hell things pass. Cold water, cold and true. Cold water, me and you. Cold water at the end is where I start again. About the week that was before me, the meetings and the weight I carried in, the moments where I wasn't quite enough, I thought, the ones that left a tide water within. And here the ocean takes it without judgment. It doesn't analyze the load I've brought. It just pulls back across the sand below me and carries with it everything it caught. A bird skims low across the surface of the water. The beagle digs a hole 3 feet away. And I am standing at the margin of the morning, just a person with her feet in the gray. Colder than expected, better than I planned. Something always opens when I stand where sea meets land. Breathe in, breathe out, let the salt do what it does. I come here every morning to remember what enough was. Ooh, cold water at the end of everything. Cold water where I leave what I don't need. It rinses off the residue of trying and replaces it with something clean. This is the final pose, the one they never teach in class. Standing in the edge of the Pacific and let the hell things pass. Cold water, cold and true. Cold water, me and you. Cold water at the end is where I start again. You can have your eucalyptus, you can have your bath salts and your steam. You can have your candles and your clean white towels, your carefully constructed evening dream. I'll take the cold and unscheduled water of a Thursday morning 7:30 tide. I'll take the shock of something real and unrefined. And I'll take what it does to me inside. It's not a cure, it's not a promise, not a solution dressed in wellness terms. It's just water, just the cold, just the shore, and the fact that every morning I return. Cold water at the end of everything. Cold water, clean and cold and living. One last step into the edge, one last breath against the cold. Cold water, cold and true. Cold water, me and you. Cold water at the end is where I start again. I've been coming here for going on 4 years now. The shore knows my footprints, if not my name. Every time the season turns, I find my footing by coming back to this familiar frame. The morning woman had a baby last May. She brings him now in a carrier, strapped close against her chest. The old man with the golden dog went silver this past October. The young couple from the dunes moved on and left the rest. Time is moving, always moving, but it moves here gently slow. I can track the years by what the tides do, by the light and how the breezes blow. The shore keeps the time for me better than a clock or a calendar could be. Spring, summer, fall and frost, I measure all the years by what I breathed and crossed. Not in months, not in days, in the weight of what each season makes. The shore keeps the time, the shore keeps the time. I was going through a hard year, my second autumn, I almost didn't come. The Saturday I did, but I came and stood among the winter waves at sunrise, and something in the color helped me live. Now autumn mornings feel like a milestone, evidence that I showed up again. The shore doesn't know what it has given me, but it keeps on giving anyway. And then every year a little different, every year the same in all the ways that matter, that root you, that return you to your own most honest open gaze. The shore keeps the time for me better than a clock or a calendar could be. Spring, summer, fall and frost, I measure all the years by what I breathed and crossed. Not in months, not in days, in the weight of what each season makes. The shore keeps the time, the shore keeps the time. There's a version of me in every season here, the one who cried behind her sunglasses in May, the one who laughed so hard she lost her balance in the shallows, the one who learned to stay and watch the waves and stay. I'm all of them on any given morning, layered up in sea light. The shore holds them all without a question, keeps the tide returning, keeps the hours right. Plovers in the pale light, sand rise in heat, surfers in the gray swell coming full circle back to me. The shore keeps the time, the shore keeps the time. used to scroll through photos late on Sundays of horizons and of coastline overseas, and feel that restless longing for the farther, that somewhere else was where I'd finally be free. But this morning in the ordinary sunrise, a wave rolled in across the golden white, and something in its reaching, then releasing, moved through me on the mat where I sat and cried. Not kilometers, not airports, not a passport stamp or view, just a wave from a Tuesday tide and a shore that's always new. Right here was always enough, right here had what I was looking for. The richness wasn't in the distance, it was already at my door. The travel I was hungry for was breathing out of flight. Right here on the shore in the morning was the world I'd missed in all my searching nights. A woman from across the world walks the beach at dawn. Her accent is the sound of somewhere far. She tells me what she misses, what she's found here, and somehow I am suddenly both near and far. We talk like travelers, comparing notes. She says this shore has light that reminds her of home. I look around with borrowed eyes and see how beautiful this ordinary is, how not alone. You don't have to cross an ocean to find yourself a little lost and found. Sometimes the whole world is at the shoreline, one sunrise, one beach, one small profound. Right here was always enough, right here had what I was looking for. The richness wasn't in the distance, it was already at my door. The travel I was hungry for was breathing out of flight. Right here on the shore in the morning was the world I'd missed in all my searching nights. I'll still wanna go to Kyoto someday. I'll still watch the horizon films when it rains. But something has shifted in how I look outward. I'll bring myself with me wherever I aim, because home isn't a failure of ambition. Home is where you learn to finally see that the world is always pressed against your shoreline. You just had to open up and let it reach you, reach you, reach me. Right here in the morning, right here in the light, right here where I started. Turns out I was right, right here. Right here was enough. The mat is rolled and tucked beneath my arm. The beagle trots ahead of me on home. The shore is getting bright and full of people now, and I am carrying the quiet as I go. It's not a thing that fits inside a bag, not something you can photograph or prove. It's more like how a room holds a conversation long after everyone has moved. I had it in my chest just now, the stillness, the sound of the incoming tide. And I wanna bring that version of the morning all the way through to the other side of the workday, in the inbox, in the traffic of the call I'm dreading, the decision due. I wanna be the person on the mat still when the world is asking everything of you. Hold it lightly, don't grip it like a fact. It's not something you can force to stay, but you can keep coming back to the breath, to the posture, to the way you sat and felt the sun. The morning always leaves a trace in you, even after it is done. I'm carrying the quiet down the beach, I'm carrying the ocean in my chest, I'm carrying the gold of 6 a.m. and everything the sunrise has addressed. The world will do its level best to fill me with the loud, with the urgent, with the weight, but I'm carrying the quiet of this morning, and I'll lay it at the center of my day. I'm carrying the quiet all the way. The beagle finds a stick and brings it back. She doesn't know she's done a thing profound, but I receive it like a small reminder to find the joy in everything I've found. I think of all the mornings I've stood here, the foggy ones, the cold, the ones that shone, and every one of them is stored somewhere inside me, a library of dawns I've called my own. And I will draw on them today when needed, when the afternoon turns difficult and gray. I'll find the one where the light was doing something, and I'll breathe it like it's happening today. Hold it lightly, wear it like a shawl, something soft around the shoulders for when the day begins to call. It's yours, you earned it, not by suffering or cost, just by showing up at sunrise before the morning could be lost. I'm carrying the quiet down the beach, I'm carrying the ocean in my chest, I'm carrying the gold of 6 a.m. and everything the sunrise has addressed. The world will do its level best to fill me with the loud, with the urgent, with the weight, but I'm carrying the quiet of this morning, and I'll lay it at the center of my day. I'm carrying the quiet all the way. This is the last song of the shore for now, but the shore doesn't end, it just waits. And I'll be back when I need it again, in the early light before the day accumulates, because this is what the practice is for, not the poses or the progress or the form. It's the permission to begin again tomorrow.